Yes, Mataji. Morning, everyone. Let's bow down to Shimataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and put mantra. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us bring both our hands on Mother Earth. Let us bring our attention on Mooladhara Chakra. Mother Earth, please absorb all the imbalances within me. Shimataji, kindly bless us with the qualities of Sri Ganesha. Let us bring our both hands on the lap. Slowly move our attention from Mooladhara to Sahasraras on our central channel. Mataji, kindly come into our Sahasrara. Bring our attention into the present. Let us listen to Shimataji's speech.
Sometimes people say we saw the vibrations, mother, and we felt this way, and still it happened. It makes no difference. Whatever has happened, doesn't matter. You have felt the vibrations, and you asked the vibrations, and you acted upon the vibration. That's all. Whether it turned out to be that way or not is different. Because it had to be the other way now. Some drama is going on. It's the Chidvilas. Is the enjoyment of the chitta of the divine. So it's a play going on. If you can see that play, then you don't get disturbed. It's a play. How it works, how it is organized, is not your headache. You just have to see the play of the divine, how it works out. We have seen now, all of you, which you call as miracles have happened. Mother, this miracle has happened, that miracle has happened, and I know is all the miracle of the divine. Despite that, our faith in the divine is not so much enlightened faith. When you have the enlightened faith, you don't worry about things which are very important in life. It works out well and good. If it doesn't work out, well and good. It should not be assumed that once you are a realized soul, that the whole world can fall at your feet. Not necessarily. It's a play. It's a beautiful enjoyment of the attention of the Adishakti. So if you can become the witness, if you can really become the witness of the whole thing, then what happens? You go spiritually much closer. I should say you get dissolved into the divine power. That dissolution has to take place. That's why today's puja is very important for you. Because if it was not Adi Shakti who had taken an incarnation, this work could not have been done. This could not have been done. Because it had to be something that would encompass all the angularities of this human life, all the aspects of this human life. It had to be such an incarnation that could absolutely see human being as a whole, not only his physical self, mental self, emotional self, or his particular ideologies, or his particular domination. No, as a whole, as a human being. And human being, as I told you, is all inside. All of them are just the same. Some are more sensitive and seeking genuinely. Some are not seeking genuinely, and some are not seeking at all. But the seeking also is given to you by Adishakti. Now it happens that in the evolutionary process, one fish came out of the mother. Out of that sea, which was like a mother to the sea, came out. And then about 10 or 12 fishes came out. Then after some time, shoals of fishes came. In the same manner, your evolution has worked out. As it is, we think we have quite a big number. We have crossed the number, what Apicurus has said, or we can say what St. John has said, we have already crossed it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You see, it seems that it's a very fertile area, very fertile time, this Kali Yuga, where there are so many people who are taking to divinity. I mean, it's the right time to do this. Yesterday when I saw your play, I have seen all that myself, and I used to wonder what is going to happen to these people. How are they going to take Sahaja Yoga? They have taken to spirituality. See, all these diverse things that you see in modern times should not disturb you much, because that has to be that way. It's a drama, it's a play, and in that drama you should know that it will work out in such a beautiful manner that after some time you will find nothing but the divine dissolving all the useless things that we have, like our conditioning and our ego. We'll have so many people in Sahaja. By the time 2000 years, we'll have many Sahaja Yogis all over the world. Once we have lots of people, many would jump into it. That's human nature also. You see, they won't take to it till we have lots of people. And once we have a multitude, they'll jump into it. So, some people are always worried, Mother, what about others? We are now in the heavens. We are enjoying life. What about others? It will all work out. It will all work out. But your attention should be how I can dissolve others into this ocean of joy, of this compassion. Now you'll be surprised that it is your own compassion only which is going to give you strength. This compassion within you, when you will see people are getting completely drowned, completely destroyed, your compassion itself will make you powerful. And you will do everything that is needed. You will give up all nonsensical activities and you will really dedicate yourself to emancipate other people. And amazingly, as you will do this, your own level of spirituality will rise. As you see, I would say that when you dissolve, say some salt in the water rises. In the same way, the more people, when they will come to Sahaja, the divine power will manifest much more. It is manifesting already. But the more people there will be much more manifestation, because it will be like so many channels that will be working it out. So at this juncture, when we are all know that there is divine power, you all have got your realization, and that you are all now saintly people. Then we should see to people who were like we had Sufis, then we had Nathpanthis, we had Gnostics, all kinds of people in every religion. What did they do? They went all out to awaken other people to the fact that there is divine power. They could not give realization as such. They couldn't give proof of that, but they worked it out, they talked about it, they sang about it. That's what we have to understand, that nothing should deter your compassion to be expressed. When you know the people are getting drowned, they are in terrible mess, this is a kind of a huge, I should say, onslaught of the evil on human beings. And if you have that compassion within you, you will go all out to save them. That is what is the work of this Chidvilas, of this enjoyment of your attention. Your attention itself will enjoy when you will start bringing more people into the power of divinity. Without divinity, there is no saving for human beings. That everybody admits, everybody says. But they have no idea as to what is divinity, what is the way to achieve it. While you all have this, you have power to awaken Kundalini. You know all about chakras. You know all the defects of the chakras. You can find out from the vibrations the truth about everything. The more you use this power, the better it will be. So you have to go to areas where so far you have not gone. For I haven't got many people from the black race, I think from Africa. So I'm thinking of going next year to Africa to work it out. Also, we have so many other areas where I find we have to work it out, that if this compassion is within you, then it will compel you also to do work that will bring solace to people who are not even seeking. I am already busy with forming some NGOs, you see, which will really create very beautiful institutions for people who have Nothing. They are starving, they are under trouble, they are under great ordeals. Only you can do it, because coming to Sahaja Yoga, you have dropped out your greed, you have dropped out your lust. It's finished. Now you are so free and so independent. With this, the compassion cannot take any other form, because many people have seen that they start this kind of work and then they start becoming leaders, or they start becoming rich people, or plundering others. This you will not do. You are really, as Christ has said, salt. Salt which is completely dissolved in the divinity, and this salt is going to dissolve many others. Once we start spreading out like that, I'm not saying we should be like missionaries or something, converting people into Sahaja Yoga by force, no. We have to look after what they are lacking first of all. Actually, there are very few people in this world who are honest, who don't have greed. I have known people who have never had any greed, but as soon as they got some powers, they started showing such tremendous greed that surprisingly, when you know that person who has never done such a thing, and suddenly you find he's become so greedy, you can't believe it. But not Sahaja Yogis. Sahaja Yogis won't do that. They'll enjoy their compassion, not anything else, not their lust, not their greed, and also the so-called deviations like taking to drugs and drinking and other nonsensical things. Because they know what do they enjoy, where lies the enjoyment. Once you know where lies the enjoyment, you will try to have more of it. And more of it, it's so easy now for you to do it. I would say, as the men are working it out, women should work it out. Because women have more sense of compassion. More sense of compassion and forgiveness. Normal women. I am not saying about abnormal, I am saying about normal. It should be. Because they are mothers, they have children, they have known what is love for the children is. Mother doesn't expect anything. She just wants her child to be all right and happy. She enjoys her child. That's all. If you are a woman, inbuilt within you is this compassion. See, I've seen young girls, they too, if they find a little baby, they'll all run after that. They'd like to take the little baby. They have dolls, and they look after the dolls just like their own children. So, for women, it should be much easier to show compassion and to express and to manifest. It should be. And as you are all married also, your husbands will feel so much strengthened by your own nature of divinity. What do you sacrifice? Some say, I sacrifice this for God, I sacrifice that for God. What is there to sacrifice for God? What does God need? He doesn't need anything. What is there to sacrifice? Only you have sacrificed your brains. That's all I can say. No wisdom is there. Nothing to sacrifice. And if something has to be done, has to be done. I've seen also some ladies coming to me, Mother, we have to cook, then we have to look after the children, then the household, and this and that. What's that? Otherwise, what will you do? The whole day, what will you do? Like the bats which hang themselves the whole day. Are you going to hang yourself? You have to do something. While doing it is just nothing great, And then to sacrifice, I don't know what are you going to sacrifice. Actually, what you are sacrificing is your joy, is your happiness. If you achieve that state of enjoying your own self, then you will be never tired. You will never grudge. You will always say, Mother, we are enjoying everything. This is a very important point that we should realize, that if somebody is a woman or a man, they have the same thing which we call as Kundalini. But a woman, as it is, as you know, is mostly left-sided. She has more power of compassion. In the same way, the man has more power of action. So the compassion has to become active. In this combination, everything will work out in a very beautiful manner. But if that balance is not there, it's going to be difficult. I have seen most of the marriages we have had have been successful. But some of them have not been, because I think some of the women have been men and some of the men have been women. And I am really sometimes very unhappy. I get pain to see that unnecessarily they are creating problems. They are both Sahajogis. If they were not Sahajogis, I can understand. If a Sahajogi is married to a non-Sahajogi, I can understand. But both are Sahajogis. Now here you should understand the relationship of the God Almighty and Adishakti. Is complete union, complete understanding. God Almighty is the spectator, He is watching the work of the Adishakti. She is compassion, of course. She doesn't say that something should be destroyed or something should be killed, all right. She is compassion. But He is the one who takes charge. If somebody tries to do something against the Adishakti, it is He who takes charge and changes the whole scene in such a manner that we don't understand how it has happened, how it has worked out. What you have to do is to enjoy the play. In the same manner, Sahajogis should have a union, should have understanding, enjoyment among yourselves. If a Sahajogi cannot enjoy, who is going to enjoy life? I can't understand. The one who has his Kundalini awakened fully, who has felt the all-pervading power of love, who knows what is the truth, who is standing on the complete oneness with the divine. How can such a person anyway have any kind of problem? It is to realize that you are sitting in the realm of God Almighty. You have entered into His kingdom and you are under the attention, compassion of Adishakti. But it is like this, if you make a beggar who has been begging all his life sit on a throne, he still begs sitting on this throne. So that is sometimes is the situation with Sahajogis. I receive some funny letters sometimes and I start wondering, if this fellow is still in the limbo state, is not it Sahajogi nor a human being in between somewhere. So at least that state should be overcome by all of you, because it has a very bad impression also for other people and for your own life. For your own life, it's very important that you should grow fully into the understanding of the powers that you have got and the love that your mother has. When you say you must surrender yourself to mother, means what? What do I have to surrender? Uh, just think of it. What you are surrendering is what is perverted, whatever is destructive, whatever that misleads you, whatever is your ego and your condition. That's all you are surrendering, just to purify yourself, to enjoy yourself, and to know God Almighty. If you don't know yourself, how will you know God also? Impossible. So, to know yourself, you have to evolve. I know there are some very great Sajogis, some Sajoginis also, many are there, but still I would say that there are so many other areas where all these very greatly evolved Sajogis have to enter into and work out. You can do it. See, I was surprised that in this place, when I came first in Rome, we had advertised, well, there was not even a single person in the hall. So I said, Baba, what is going to happen in this country? Now we have so many surgeons. Unbelievable. But as it is growing sideways, it should also grow upwards. As it is growing in quantity, it should also grow in quality. And as you grow in quality, more and more people will come. Because I know all the time, you are so collective that you all the time, you feel, mother, you see my uncle is still not a Sajogi, see mother, my brother is not yet a Sajogi. I know that feeling you have, that my father still is not a Sajogi. So forget about them. But those who are seeking, approach them. They are your real relations. Then afterwards, when all these people will join, your father, mother, brother, sisters, children, all of them will jump in. At that time, they will wait and wait and wait. They are not seekers. But those who are seekers, you should seek them. You should find out, where are they? My attention is, of course, is with you, and every time you think of me, I'll be at your service fully. Whatever you want, I will be there to help you whichever way is possible. Anything you find very difficult is not, because you take it upon yourself. But if you leave it to this divine love, to this power of Adi Shakti, Param Chaitanya, nothing is difficult. Nothing is so bad that you cannot manage. I don't know if I have to talk about Adi Shakti, it will take at least 10 hours minimum. So I think I better stop now. And we should keep something for the next Adi Shakti Puja. Somebody asked me, is it necessary to have this puja? I think if there's any puja that you should do, is this one, is Adi Shakti. It's very important that this puja must be performed, because that is how you grow. This reflection improves and you grow more and more within yourself through the power of Adi Shakti or through the power of Kundalini. As you know that Adi Shakti has her own Kundalini, which is the Adi Kundalini, and the reflection of that within you is the Kundalini. So you have to worship, and it's the best way to please your own Kundalini, your own mother who has given you this birth. May God bless you.
applause.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shimata ji, for this beautiful collective meditation. Thank you for all your love. Jai Shimata ji. Let's bow down to Shimata ji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan.